Welcome to SuperStarcraftBros.
Platinum Thursday.
I'm Jay.
I'm Iron Sparks.
And we are on Whirlwind again.
Indeed.
Had Whirlwind, what, once or twice this week?
I don't think we've had it this week. Maybe once
Yeah,
this week.
Okay.
Um,
Feels like forever ago when we casted the first 3 games. Alright, we have a TvZ matchup for you again on Whirlwind for Platinum Thursday. And Iron Sparks,
Jay.
who's playing?
In our top left corner, we have our red Terran, Shor.
Alright, and all the nifty little helpful switch of the names.
And in the bottom right corner, his opponent, the blue Zerg, PapyZergo.
It's like the Santa Claus of Zerg.
Indeed it is.
Except he's dressed in blue.
Oops.
Just moving everything around, aren't you?
Yep.
Alright, so let's see. What do you expect out of these two players?
I expect expansions.
Okay, it is a big map, so I would expect that as well.
Probably gonna see. I'm gonna guess not gonna see the barracks thrown on right away. Maybe just go command first. Definitely gonna have this hatchery go down.
It looks like
Or not.
scouting out first just to check if there's any type of cheesiness on the way.
Well, yeah, he is still getting up to that 15 drone mark. It looks like he is gonna elect to put the barracks down. Yeah. So
I think that's a good move, even though it's a big map. You can still get easily rushed.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's a good call. Oh, it does look like PapyZergo has decided to go to the top right. I wonder if Shor is going to do the same.
yes.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to scout the top right as well. So both players, as long as they keep going in their counter or normal clockwise rotation, they should scout each other at the same time, unless someone gets thrown off by like the drone coming out of the base.
Yeah, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I mean, Zerg player is gonna know he's not up here. He's gonna know he's not over here by the time the Overlord gets there, so he has to know it's where it is.
Yeah. SCV, I do hope that he went up high enough.
Even if he doesn't, there's gonna be creep if the
Yeah,
Zerg's there.
yeah, that's true. Let's see. Back at Shor's base, barracks is done. Orbital command on the way, because that is an absolute must for Terran players.
Mm-hmm.
Supply depot going down to close off the wall in. And back at PapyZergo, spawning pool is about 30% finished. Hatchery is about halfway done. And we have an extractor on the way, because of course you need that gas to get that higher level tech.
Excuse me.
That was disgusting.
Hey, you spoke about gas.
Different kind of gas.
Alright, so we do have nothing new yet. This guy's just gonna park right next to the hatchery. Be like, hey, you guys can't see me, I'm hiding.
Just gonna hide behind this one talon. Alright, so he does get some scouting information. I don't think he kind of went around the spawning pool though, and we have the expansion for Shor underway, building it on the low ground instead of the high. Oh god, it's gonna be you're gonna do that like 5 other times this game. Interesting move that he's decided to go on the low ground instead of the high ground, but of course he does know that there's really no danger.
Yeah, I think since he did see that the Zerg was expanding and the pole was just finishing. Did I say pole?
You said pole. Zerg can't build poles.
The pole is just finishing.
Pools, yes.
He's gonna have some
but
time.
The poles, no.
And, he does have this one Marine out. The bunker gonna be going down relatively soon, so he'll be okay.
Yeah, he should be fine defensively.
For sure.
Oh god, there's one. You have 4 more times you can do that. 2 lings on the way and 2 queens. One of them just emerged from the main hatchery, and we have Zergling speed right out of the gate to give his Zerglings a little bit more of an advantage on the map. It is a big map, so it's gonna help.
It is a big map, so you're gonna need like a little boost to traverse it.
For sure. Also, why were you talking like a Minnesota accent?
Don't you know?
I honestly don't think that's how they talk.
I don't think that's how anyone talks.
Actually, no. I've met some people from that area of the country. They talk like that.
All right, factory on the way. So what do you think we're gonna see? Hellions or tanks?
Hellions.
And a 3rd command center going up.
I think we're gonna see some SCVs out of that one.
You sure we won't see some tanks out of it?
That'd be really cool. OP, but cool.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this is definitely a standstill type game. There was some initial scouting.
And
that Overlord is eventually going to make his way up to the base, maybe do a flyby, and check out the tech trees that Shor has decided to go on. And PapyZergo does have the other Overlord positioned very well over that high ground right there, so the Overlord is not going to be spotted. Overlord is kind of flying next to the heat, going, ah, the warmth, the warmth.
Mainly nest.
All right.
You know, that's pretty standard from any Zerg. They always throw it down.
You know, I think when you're playing Terran, you should always have the Baneling tech tree available to you. I mean, you're always going to have Zerglings, so you're always going to have the ability to transfer or just morph your Zerglings into Banelings, and they just mow down any light unit, and, you know.
You know, I think we are going to be seeing the tanks coming out because he did finish that tech lab.
Oh, interesting. We do have a second factory going down, too, so maybe we're just going to see a mech play out of Shor.
All right, a couple Spore Crawlers going down for Zergo, and you know, he hasn't really committed to any sort of tech. He's still running off this one assimilator, so he's really playing very reactionary.
Which I think for Zerg players is really, really good. I think it's a great strategy to do as a Zerg player at any level. Though he does need to start doing some scouting so he can see that there are double factories on the way.
Oh, he's already seen it.
Has he seen both?
He has. And he still sees them.
Oh! Overlord is just conveniently hiding on top of the satellite dish of the second orbital command. It looks like the Marines are like, hey, we don't particularly care much for this. So he does see double factory. We have a lot of Lings on the way right now. Do you think he's going to do some type of Baneling bust?
You know, either that or just try to get a little run by. Try to do a little bit of damage, try to poke and prod, stuff like that.
I don't think Banelings can poke and prod.
No,
they
just
can blow up.
Just the Lings.
Okay. And tank out now. I love this position right here behind these supply depots. Gives it kind of like a sand bunker or a sandbag barrier right there. And no, he is electing to do some type of Baneling bust.
Which, you know,
with that tank right there, it's really not going to do much. Now, the tank doesn't have a tremendous amount of vision below the ramp, but you know, they have to go around the supply depots. And it does,
that's a pretty good amount of
vision. It does have some vision on the high ground right there. Alright, so this will definitely be interesting. A lot of Banelings will die from a single hit from a siege tank.
But no, to win the war, sacrifices have to be made.
Yeah. And scan goes down, reveals that there is a Baneling nest on the field. And that an Evo chamber is on the way. We have a third command said? What?
Well, that was the one that was being made up here.
Oh. Lings and Banelings move in now. They're trying to get us around on the tank. Marines actually saving the tank by kind of just standing in front of it. It does look like Banelings and Lings are going to be able to take down this tank. A couple surviving Banelings and reinforcing Lings head up. That was a good surge.
Yeah, it was pretty good, but now there's Widow Mines up here.
Widow Mine does take down quite a bit of Zerglings and Banelings, and the SCVs are capable of running away. Oh no, they're kind of locked in! But they do open the door, not after almost all of them dying to Lings. And now we have Banelings in the main base, heading for the mineral line.
Yeah, he has to move his SCVs.
Oof, oof.
I mean, actually, it won't be that bad, because a bunch of them were like, well, I think one was detonated prematurely, the other one just died. So, you know, only one died right there.
Yeah, and I mean, because the other SCVs were so far away, you know, they did do a lot of damage, but yeah. And we do see now that the Widow Mine, not exactly the greatest thing against an... Oh, good targeting on the Baneling, though. And he took out a couple Lings, too, as their carcasses roll down the ramp.
Now this supply depot is going to fall without repair, and the Lings are going to be able to run in.
And I think it's a smart move, just go straight for the mineral line and try and get as many SCVs as possible.
Why not?
It does look like SCVs went... no. I think one or two did go down in that engagement right there, but that tank on the high ground definitely saved Shor. And this one Ling is like, you know what, I got this. Or, I don't know if Lings can actually talk. Alright. Widow Mine. Ooh, might get actually caught off guard as it unburrows, and there goes the Widow Mine.
Indeed. But you know, there's a tank on this ground, high ground. So he's going to be able to hit things that try to go out the ramp.
Yeah.
You know, I don't get why...
There you go.
Do that
they
sooner.
fly. They fly.
You know, it's going to be a close call.
He's got to have an SCV ready to repair that, except the SCV is on the low ground. And this is not good. Widow Mine's burrowing down again by the ramp. And this SCV has just got a lot of courage because there's Lings sitting right there. Just they're right there.
There's like...
They're right there.
6 of them.
They're worshipping that Vespene gas geyser right now.
Mm-hmm.
They're right there.
Not no more.
All right, so
but, you know, he has his buddies.
Yeah. Alright, more Widow Mines making their way down to the lower ramp outside the natural. It does look like the third for sure is getting attacked now by Lings.
Well, you know,
but
it's okay.
It's planetary, so it's good.
Now we do have a third down going for Zergo. He's finally gotten gas on the other bases.
How many accents are you going to do in this game? Are you doing? Alright, he's got the gases down on the door bases. God, sheesh. I know the game comes from Europe, but you don't need to start throwing out all the stereotypical accents. For sure.
Oh. Spire going down and a macro house.
Good call on switching over to Spire Tech. Mutas are going to be a really good call right now, especially against the tanks.
But will they?
You know, I think a Baneling Muta composition will do great against this. Actually, he might even want to try and drop the Banelings on it and make some Bane Rain.
You know, if he gets lucky, well, if Shor gets lucky and Zergo gets unlucky and he flies right over these Widow Mines with those mutas, could be unfortunate.
It's a good thing you could talk today. Interesting call. We have some idle SCVs outside of that planetary.
That's his bodyguards.
His bodyguard. They're the repair guards. Let's see. Creep spread as actually starting now. A lot of creep tumors were thrown down by this designated creeping, pooping queen. And yeah, so we got another standstill in the game.
Yep. Looks like a little force of Marines and Marauder.
That's the general. That's the commander of the platoon right there. Mm-hmm. Is the Marauder.
You know, it's their turn to play King of the Hill.
Takes out the Zergling, I believe, that was at the center Zelnaga Tower. I know they're going to move down. Maybe a couple scans will be dropped to try and clean up some of these creep tumors. But it looks like Shor tending to take out this third.
Yeah, and you know, there's not much over here. I mean,
holy hell.
There is a decent amount of mutas.
That's a good-sized mutaball.
And it's only
but it looks like he's choosing not to engage, and he's going to sacrifice the hatchery.
It's only 10 mutas, but
I mean, Lings and mutes. We got somewhat of a surround. Those Lings took a lot of damage, though. Baneling's mowing in. I see what he did there. He had the Lings back up as kind of like a force field to stop the units from retreating. And they are quickly cleaned up by the Banelings. Yeah.
And he does successfully save the hatchery.
He does. We have missile turrets going up now for sure to counter those mutas that have been revealed. I think the 3 up there is a little overkill. I would have liked to have seen. All right, a couple down there is fine. He does leave an open there. He's got it. Shor's ahead of us. He's got this.
He's really shoring up all his loose ends.
Ba-dum-bum. All right. Mule's dropped at that third to get his economy going quickly. And mutas are moving in now. They actually might be able to do a decent hit before those missile turrets are finished.
But will they?
But a lot of SCVs were queued up to build those missile turrets. So all 8 of them, or 9, I can't remember how many he built, are finished. So essentially Muta Harass has been nullified. Though he could go in through the front door and maybe try to pick off some other buildings.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
This is going to hurt. Now, of course, the beauty of mutas in Heart of the Swarm is they do have that special
tissue regeneration.
Yes, which if they're out of combat, they can heal. And excellent exploit of the gap in the missile turret defenses. And unless there's a repair done soon...
But even if he starts repairing, there's going to be splash on all of these SCVs.
There is, and actually, as you can tell, the splash damage from that... what's the name of the ring that... Oh, holy hell, that's a lot of Marines. Now, they do stim, so they're a little weaker, and now they're going to fly over into these 3 turrets. 1, 2... No, one Muta goes down from the pack. And they're going to try and re-engage over here with more missile turrets going down, and there's a lot of Marines. I think it might be smart for them to just hover over that island and just recoup their health.
Yeah, just kind of leave them there, make them kind of like forget they're there almost.
I don't think those Marines are going to forget.
But like, bring us focus to something else. I mean, you have all these Lings over here. We have the infestation pit going down.
Ooh, so we could see swarm hosts or infestors.
So just kind of leave them there for another day, like a rainy day fund.
It's my rainy day Muta pack.
Yeah.
Well, and that's actually true, is what you can do is, if he goes and attacks the main or something like that, he could force Shor to pull his units to kind of confront whatever force is knocking on the front door, or say the front of the planetary fortress at the third. A couple unburrowed Widow Mines. Not going to be quite effective if they're not underground.
No, I mean, they'll be able to shine their headlights on the enemy, but
true. I love
I don't think they're quite fighting deer.
No, that... You kidding me? Deers could probably take them out.
Nah.
Little Widow Mine walking across the map. Deer runs by. Deer falls over. Widow Mine has massive damage taken to it. Deer gets up, runs away. Isn't that how deer work?
Yeah, but
deer, like the car taker outer.
A deer caught in the headlights.
How that's not.
Oh, that one went down.
Okay. That's a lot of Widow Mines. I'd actually love to see an attack on the main door.
Yeah, just see like a bunch of banelings try to go up there.
Yeah, I'd actually like to see how effective that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. So, Whirlwind, what do you think about the map? Mutas have re-engaged.
You know, I think it's pretty,
Ooh, easily snipes a tank. Takes a lot of damage, though. It loses a couple of Mutas to that missile turret. Oh! Holy Widow Mine. Oh.
Do you remember what I said?
I thought that one Muta was alive, but it was just his dead carcass going through the air. Well, it looks like Shor was confident enough to move out now.
Like, remember what I said how fortunate it would be for Shor and unfortunate it would be for Zergo if Mutas or banelings flew over those?
Yes, and we got an LOL and a smiley face out of it. It does look like Shor feels confident. He's going to reposition his Widow Mines, and it looks like he's going to move out. I would like to see more Marines possibly for Shor. And there are 46 Lings on the way. We have Infestors on the way, and a couple Banelings just morphed in.
Yeah, Zergo is also going ahead taking this opportunity to take his 4th and 5th base, but at what cost will it be?
That is your favorite little saying, isn't it? You know, it's going to come down to Shor with a really good position. He's going to reveal himself now. He's going to reveal that he is moving out with his Widow Mines if he steps on that creep. And it does look like he's going to try and set up a spot here. I think he needs to try and draw his opponent back that way. Here come the Lings actually through the Widow Mine field. And let's just see how much damage this does.
You know, a lot of Banelings hit him from the front. All the Marines are almost taken out. Now it's just left with the tanks.
A bit of a scattering from the Marines up on the high ground. And tanks and Marines easily go down. So now game has equaled itself up. 93 supply to 119.
But you know, a lot of those Zerglings were taken out by these Widow Mines, and I don't know if he's gonna be able to take all these out prior to them being able to be reloaded.
No, I think the ones on the actually no, he might be fine. Do we have any upgrades on these Lings besides speed?
1-1.
1-1. So I
yeah,
mean,
just looking at upgrades, we have +1/1 for the Terran with concussion, combat, and stim. As for Zergo, we have metabolic boost, pathogen glands, centrifugal hooks, +1/+1/+1 air.
So for the ground basic units, we have pretty much the same. Just like the drilling claws for the Widow Mine is on the way to allow them to bury it a little faster.
And speaking of burying faster,
oh, we actually have Burrow on the way too. That was very, very,
convenient.
Sure. Scans going down to try and spot additional expansions. Unfortunately for Shor, PapyZergo has decided to expand over here. So he does catch one of them, but he's not going to catch the one on the left-hand side of the map.
This Overlord's been there in the entire game.
That is an impressive Overlord. He definitely found his spot and he's not moving.
Like,
I know, like, that ground right there, just perfect. Like an inch and that Overlord will die. Guaranteed. Well, it looks like the Muta-Zergling combination for PapyZergo is going to continue. He's got more Lings on the way and 10 Muta. Infestors, I think this will be a good call and it'll definitely help out his unit composition.
You know, he has to just be careful. He doesn't want to have the same blunder that happened last time with those Widow Mines.
I think having Overseers with him in the battles will definitely help out. Maybe even have a couple Overseers. I know he might lose a couple to the mines, but maybe start combing the area to try and find them. Just an idea.
Alright, looks like he is deciding to at least move out halfway across the map, meeting his other forces at the Xel'Naga Tower.
Okay, William Shatner. He does have the Overseer joining up with the army right now, and the Infestors are closing in, and they have almost full energy on all of them. So this will actually be a good engagement. We have 181 supply for PapyZergo.
And you know what's going to be coming?
We were going to have Broodlord soon from the Greater Spire, and there's already 11 Corruptors on the way to prep for that. And we have the melee attack upgrade level 2 on the way, which will also benefit not only the Zerglings, but the little Broodlings as well.
Indeed, and since he has been keeping up on, he at least got the 1 up for air attack.
Yes.
You'll have to the damage from the impact
21
and
or
the damage from the broodlings.
Yeah, I think it's 20 base damage for a broodling, and then they do some attacking damage once they hit the ground. We do have 2-2 on the way for Shor's bio units, and he is building more Widow Mines, Marauders, tanks, so he's definitely going a ground-based army. The only thing he really has to defend against the air is going to be his Marines, which if they can't get underneath Broodlords, it's not going to be good.
Yeah, I really would like to see him at least throw down a starport. I don't think he has yet. Just
I mean, at least for the medvacs.
Oh, he does. He is starting to pump out the medvacs. So he's going to be okay. He's going to be able to switch into it quickly once he gets out of it.
You know, medvacs, Vikings, really not a bad call in either of them. They're great units. The Vikings are definitely going to help against the Broodlords. Not so much against the Muta because the Muta attacks faster. And the Vikings are just so slow. But it looks like the small army is going to get easily surrounded and taken out.
Yeah. I mean, he's going to be able to take out some of these things, but...
Ouch. Ouch.
I think Muta or two does go down, but...
I like how a fungal gets thrown in there just for fun. And if you'll notice, the fungal growth is now a projectile spell, so you can actually see the fungal growth ball move out. So it is possible.
You can dodge it.
I can't wait to see it. You could, yeah, like Iron Spark said, you could dodge it. It's a lot of Widow Mines. It looks like the Widow Mines are going to head over to this expansion on the southern part of the base and try and do some type of defense. He's expecting PapyZergo to move up there because he engaged with him just south of that. But it looks like PapyZergo is instead going to head over to the right side of the map.
I think he's going to go head over here. I mean, but, you know, I don't know how I feel about it because this is very... Oh, no.
Oh, no. The Overlord made a move and got spotted. You know, probably get picked up by the missile turrets over there.
Yeah, but like I said, this is a very heavily defensible area.
You know...
You have the planetary, you have the missile turrets...
Because the planetary...
And these can just move over here.
Yeah, they could. I was just thinking, like, if a planetary fortress did splash damage...
I think it does.
Does it do splash damage to friendly units?
No, not friendly.
I don't think it does splash. Because I was thinking what you could do is sneak in with Corruptors. Or not Corruptors, Infestors. Throw down some Infested Terran into the mineral line and let the planetary forces start bombarding. We do have an engagement on that lower command center, though.
Oh, semicolon L squared.
We do have the Infested Terran taking out this orbital command. Are they going to be able to do it? It's up to less than 30 health. 20, 19, it's on fire. I actually think this one's going to burn to death.
Hey, you slacker.
Yeah, get going on that. You could save that hole. You suck. You're fired.
Huh.
You are so fired.
But you know what? There's one right here.
Yeah, there is easily a replacement command center, and there's going to be a second one here.
Broodlords.
And Broodlords are morphing. We have 5 on the way. We have aerial weapons level 1 coming for the Terran player, and a lot more Marines.
Yeah. That's what he needs.
Totally. Here we go. This is actually, you know, with all those Corruptors, they're easily going to take out any Viking or anything like that, but there's just not too much on the field for sure. And PapyZergo is maxed out. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, it's going to be very tough for sure to...
That's it. You're done. You can't say it anymore.
No, you've been saying it all game. No, it's going to be tough for sure to defend this.
For sure. Alright, here we go. Broodlings are hitting the Vespene gas geysers, and of course they are out of range of both turret and the army that is moving in for sure, coming in from the southwest. And unfortunately, though, the Broodlords are kind of in front, which is not where you want them. Here comes the third one. He is targeting on the Broodlords. Banelings and Zerglings moving in, melting. Oh, all those hits. Half the Terran army is now gone.
Hey, yo, Mutas.
But, yeah, Mutas. Yo.
Alright, all the Broodlords were taken out, but now the Mutas are like, hey.
Yeah, we'll get it. And, yeah, you know what? We'll just make more Broodlords.
But you know what else is gone?
That's a very dangerous position for all that.
The Marines are gone.
Yeah, all the Marines are gone. A couple of those Mutas try to get a little gutsy against that,
Hey, Overseer.
That way. Come on, bro. That way.
Alright, so,
Widow Mine army.
Okay, now you have to move it over.
Yeah, yeah, come on. Come on. Ooh, these are going to get shredded apart.
Indeed.
Now, there is a bit of a... Oh, I thought there was some wait time between them and them burrowing. Decent hits from the Widow Mines, but not quite enough. And now the Broodlords are going to be able to throw all the little broodlings over to this planetary, and I think this one's going to fall, and I actually think what Shor should do is just let it fall.
For sure.
And position his troops on this low ground to the left and then engage.
He's going to be able to pick off a few more of these Broodlords, but now the Mutas are actively not sleeping on the job. So they're going to be able to have a little bit of a buffer zone between the Marines and the Broodlords.
Well,
I mean, another one does go out, another one follows suit, but...
You know, the bad thing was he rushed in when all the broodlings were done with the planetary fortress. So they immediately turned on the Terran Bio Ball. Which is cleaned up, and it does look like even though there was another command center there, the SCVs were still mining. They're easily going to get picked off by these broodlings now.
Yeah, and now we have the Lings coming over here to do some damage. Unfortunately, there's no SCVs over there. So.
No, but I mean, command centers that he is forcing to lift up. Tank's sitting here like, hey, we will blast them as long as they come down here.
And we will blast you too, because... See what I'm telling you about these death animations?
That's siege tanks, OP. See those carcasses flying through there?
Oh.
OP.
It's like you think it's more Mutas or something.
Now, we still have a Corruptors and Mutas on the field, so these Vikings aren't going to be terribly effective. But these Lings, who are trying to get to the tanks, are suffering a lot of losses.
But you know, so are the tanks. You know,
one goes down, second one goes down, there's another one.
Here comes the Broodlords.
And the Broodlords are going to flap their way over to the main army. And, of course, they cannot get hit by the siege tanks. And there's a planetary, or not a planetary, there is a command center conference being held over there at that expansion.
What do you think we should do?
I think they're discussing new protocols, new advertising schemes, perhaps different ways to stop Zerglings.
You know what I think Shor should do right now?
Build Marines.
GG.
Well, I mean, he's lost his planetary expansion.
He's not mining off any base right now.
He has very, very little minerals. Those Banelings and Zerglings are like, nope, can't land. Nope, can't land.
There we go.
And we do have the GG out of Shor, and PapyZergo takes the win.
Yeah, hit the like button.
Share.
Subscribe.
Really appreciate it.
Yep.
Send us your replays at SuperStarcraftBros@gmail.com, and good luck, have fun.
GG.